Emma Roberts recently offered her opinions on the continuing Nepo baby controversy, and let's just say she was unreserved. She cast some severe criticism at none other than George Clooney this time. Stick around to the very last for all the scandalous discoveries. You really don't want to miss a single element of this juicy drama. In an honest episode on the podcast Table for Two, Emma Roberts revealed the emotional roller coaster of being part of a well-known family and the challenges of being a Nepo baby in Hollywood. Known for her performances in Scream Queens and American Horror Story, the actress candidly spoke about her extreme annoyance and hurt at the venom sometimes aimed at women in the industry. She highlighted the clear double standard and the fact that male actors, like George Clooney, hardly ever endure the same harsh criticism. Emma's comments make it very evident how strongly this problem influences many other women in the business, as well as herself.
Broken Hollywood, there's kind of an eye roll of like, well, your dad was this. And
right.
I always joke, I'm like, why is no one calling out George Clooney for being a Nepo baby? Rosemary Clooney was an icon.
Right.
But like,
very true.
I'm just kidding. But I feel like also the point is like young girls, I feel like, get it harder.
She passionately emphasized the blatant double standard, pointing out that George's illustrious aunt, Rosemary Clooney, was a celebrated singer and actress. However, how frequently do we hear George being referred to as a Nepo baby? It is almost never the case. She recollected with a tinge of nostalgia how Rosemary not only shone independently, but also appeared with George on an episode of ER in the past. Imagine that! George, an amazing performer who once accompanied the legendary Bing Crosby in White Christmas, appears to have overlooked the Nepo baby label. Isn't it intriguing how selective these labels can be? Emma's remarks came when Hollywood debated the phrase Nepo baby. She related her personal experiences, pointing out both the advantages and drawbacks of having well-known family like her dad, Eric Roberts, and aunt, Julia Roberts. She has to work much more to prove herself, even if it could open doors. Emma explained,
with the
everything.
With the Nepo baby thing, I don't really see people calling out sons of famous actors.
Emma's career started early. She debuted in the criminal drama Blow, where she portrayed the daughter of Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz at the tender age of 9. Can you really imagine that? Sharing the screen with Hollywood heavyweights at such a young age? Her major break came at 13 when she starred in Nickelodeon's Unfabulous, gaining the hearts of many young fans and drawing great respect. Emma has always been open about the difficulties she's had along the way, even if her climb to popularity seems flawless. She stressed, in a sincere voice, that her journey hadn't been a stroll in the park. She shared,
No, I mean, I've been like, oh, put in a good word for me on this and haven't booked things. And I think that's the thing that I always talk about is like, people kind of only see your wins because they only see, when you're on the poster of a movie, they don't see.
Yeah.
Emma also passionately highlighted the apparent gender inequality in the Nepo baby debate. She argued that compared to their male colleagues, female artists face much more criticism. She emphasized her point of view using George Clooney as an excellent example. She underlined how well-known George's family is, but his many achievements never seem to take the front stage. There's something to be said about the way everyone loves the kind of overnight success story.
If people don't have good experience maybe with other people in your family, then you'll never get the chance.
That's true.
And also, I think there's something to be said where everybody loves the kind of overnight success story. And so if you're kind of not the girl from the middle of nowhere that...
She continued by discussing how this bias affects her personally and professionally. Emma said that working twice as hard helps her to overcompensate for her famous last name. Your heritage casts constantly a shadow of uncertainty, regardless of how much you accomplish. People seem to be waiting for you to fail so they may demonstrate their point of view that you are simply here because of your family, she said. Emma agreed that sometimes a prominent family could be a two-edged blade. It can present difficulties even if it might provide possibilities. If people lack positive experiences, maybe with other people in your family, then you'll never get a chance, she said. Despite these obstacles, Emma remains grateful for her career. She shared,
and I feel very lucky that I was able to navigate, being a teenager and being in my 20s and, going through emotionally hard things and still being able to kind of show up for myself and work.
Emma discussed how her connections have sometimes worked against her. She revealed that certain producers might hold grudges against her famous relatives, which can negatively impact her career. Emma noted, while cozy friendships might lead to roles, a producer with a grudge against celebrity kin can be an instant disqualifier. This makes it quite evident that being a Nepo baby isn't always as glitzy as it first sounds. The argument over Nepo babies goes much beyond Hollywood's flash and gloss. Emma's perceptive comments highlight a more general, more common problem with gender discrimination and nepotism in many spheres. She called out the unfair advantage relationships often offer in the tech sector as well as the business world. It's a reality we can't ignore, she underlined, her remarks really speaking to people who have gone through such difficulties. Though many feel it's unfair, the statistics paint a convincing narrative. According to a recent survey, shockingly, 68% of Gen Z workers have used nepotism to secure a job offer. This figure emphasizes not only the degree of the problem, but also the competitive character and desperation of the employment market of today. Emma's point of view highlights how the public conversation sometimes oversimplifies the challenges faced by Nepo babies. People mostly see your wins as they only view when you have a movie poster on display. She underlined, they do not see all the rejection along the way. Emma's openness about the parts she missed seeks to highlight the reality that not everything has been so great and linear and easy for her. Emma Roberts has had an incredible career, but it hasn't been without difficulties. Emma has shown her ability repeatedly, from her early parts in Blow and Unfabulous to more recent work in American Horror Story. She still feels the need to continuously verify her position in the business nonetheless. Emma is looking forward to upcoming movie Space Cadet, which Prime Video will launch on July 4th. Emma compares the romantic comedy to nostalgic fish-out-of-water tales like Legally Blonde and Private Benjamin, serving as both the lead actress and executive producer. This project represents another opportunity for Emma to showcase her versatility and dedication to her craft. The topic of Nepo babies has been a major part of the public discourse since New York Magazine published a story about famous offspring of famous people in December 2022. Many Nepo babies, and even their parents, particularly those in Hollywood, have pushed back against the title and its accompanying critiques. Emma's comments on the podcast have sparked conversations online, with many fans and industry insiders weighing in on the Nepo baby debate. Some agree with her points about gender bias and the double standards in Hollywood, while others believe that any advantage, however small, should be acknowledged. So, what do you think about Emma Roberts' take on the Nepo baby debate and her shade at George Clooney? Do you agree with her points about gender bias and the challenges of having famous relatives? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want more hot gossip, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for all the latest hot takes.